In today's video, we're gonna be looking at 10 videos with disturbing backstories. Let's get right into it. Number 10. Death Note. Shalino Sanchez was born in 1962 in Sinaloa, Mexico. At 15, his sister was assaulted by a powerful local man who faced no consequences. At 17 years old, Shalino killed this man and fled to Los Angeles, where he worked various jobs before joining his brother in smuggling Mexicans into the US. After his brother was murdered in 1984, Shalino wrote a corrido about him with raw, honest lyrics. He would be sent to jail, and while he was there, his songs gained popularity among inmates, who asked him to write about their lives. Shalino's fame spread, and he pioneered the narco corrido genre, attracting criminals and drug traffickers as fans. In 1992, he did a concert in his hometown Sinaloa, something his friends told him not to do because he had lots of enemies there. He still went, and during the concert, he received a threatening note saying after this concert they would kill him. He kept going and finished his concert, but he would unfortunately end up getting shot later that evening. Here is the footage that shows when he gets handed his death note. Number 9. The Waving Woman. Edna Centron was born on October 10, 1954 in Puerto Rico. At age 5, she moved with her mother to New York. In 1987, Edna would end up meeting a guy named William, and they started dating quickly, and a few months later, Edna moved into William's Brooklyn apartment. They would get married 2 years later. Edna worked as an assistant at the World Trade Center while William worked as a doorman and ran a flower shop. On September 11, 2001, William dropped Edna off at the World Trade Center. She worked on the 93rd floor. At 8:46 a.m., a hijacked plane crashed into the North Tower, impacting floors 93 through 99. Edna survived the initial crash but was trapped. A cameraman was recording the impact and managed to capture Edna waving for help. She was among the 2,976 people who perished in the attack. Number 8. Mysterious Killer. Missy Beavers, a dedicated fitness instructor and mother of 3 from Midlothian, Texas, was well known for her energetic and fun personality. On April 17, 2016, despite a forecast of heavy rain, she confirmed her 5 a.m. fitness class at a local church would continue as scheduled. Missy arrived at the church early at 4:16 a.m. and was captured on security cameras entering the building. Meanwhile, an unidentified person dressed in tactical gear had broken into the church and was wandering the hallways. This individual vandalized some windows but appeared to be waiting for Missy. Once Missy entered the classroom, the attacker followed her and brutally beat her to death with a hammer. When the students arrived, they found Missy's body laying on the floor. They called the police, but the attacker was long gone. Despite the clear footage of the suspect and numerous public tips, the identity of the attacker and the motive behind the crime remain unknown, and the case is still unsolved to this day. Number 7. I Hope I Make It. In June 2018, 18-year-old Tyler Turner, a top student from Central California, went skydiving with friends and his mother Francine. Tyler, who has cerebral palsy, was excited but nervous. At the Lodi Parachute Center, Tyler paid $100 for a tandem jump with a 25-year-old instructor named Young Kwan. But before that, they went inside and watched a video instructions for the whole process and safety. His mother later said she felt uneasy when parts of the safety instructions were rushed and skipped really quickly. Before Tyler was about to skydive, He went down on his knees and said that he hopes he will make it. He also gave a quick interview before the dive and was appearing to be a bit nervous.
What are you doing here?
I am gonna jump out of a plane.
It's your first time.
First time indeed.
Okay.
We're gonna make it.
Tyler and Young Kwan boarded the plane, which ascended to 13,000 feet. As Tyler and Young prepared to jump, Francine was waiting anxiously to see them. Tragically, Tyler's parachute did not deploy, and Young Kwan, who was not certified or trained for handling such emergencies, was unable to deploy the reserve parachute. Both, unfortunately, fell to their deaths. Tyler's family sued the parachute center and received $40 million in damages. Number 6. Mysterious Creeper. In July 2016, a woman named Jordan Barnskis suddenly woke up on the couch beside her boyfriend Matt. She had work, so she went upstairs to get her purse, but she couldn't find it. After searching the house and growing frustrated, she asked Matt for help, but he suggested she might have left it at a restaurant they visited the night before. Jordan decided to check their Nest camera footage to see if she had her purse when they returned home. The footage confirmed she did have it when they left and when they returned. However, as they reviewed the footage further, they noticed a motion alert at 3:30 a.m. when they were both asleep on the couch. The footage revealed a hooded figure sneaking through their home, stealing Jordan's purse along with other items. This intruder had entered their home undetected while they were asleep. Despite the clear footage, the intruder was never caught and still remains unknown. Number 5. Strange Case. On September 8, 2017, 19-year-old Kanika Jenkins went to a party at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Chicago with friends. By 3 a.m., after leaving the party while heavily intoxicated, Kanika realized in the lobby that she had lost her phone and keys. Her friends left her alone in the lobby to look for her stuff, but when they found nothing and went back, they found Kanika had left. Her concerned mother arrived at 5 a.m. requesting security footage to see where she went, but was denied access. Frustrated, she called the police, who advised her to wait. She searched the hotel herself without any success. By 1:15 p.m. the next day, the hotel denied her entry and the police reviewed some of the footage but found nothing. But at 10 p.m. that night, they went through the footage again, and the police discovered Kanika on footage from 3:20 a.m. stumbling into a basement kitchen while still being heavily intoxicated. At 12:48 a.m. the next day, her body was found in a walk-in freezer where she had frozen to death. Although it was ruled an accident, earlier access to the security footage might have saved her and prevented this from happening. Number 4. Abandoned Asylum. Dan Bell is a YouTuber who explores abandoned buildings on his channel called This is Dan Bell. He explores abandoned buildings and stuff of that nature, and he usually does not find much in most of them. But there is one video titled The Super Creepy Abandoned Asylum that stands out from all his videos, and it's a creepy one. The video starts with Dan exploring an old abandoned looking building. Inside he finds a dark, cluttered hallway. Dan reveals the building was a children's asylum abandoned in the 90s. While filming, he heard some footsteps coming from above, but when he went to check, he didn't find anyone there. He would just eventually leave after not finding much. But when he returned back home and reviewed some of the footage he had captured, he would find something pretty scary. A shadow moving down the stairs in one scene, and then in another footage, he found someone peeking through a doorknob hole before running away. It's pretty creepy because he thought the building was abandoned, but it probably wasn't from what it looks like. Number 3. Sacrifice. On September 22, 2006, 16-year-old Cassie Jo Stoddard was house sitting for her aunt and uncle. She invited her boyfriend Matt Beckham and classmates Brian and Tori over to watch a movie. Brian and Tori ended up leaving early, claiming they wanted to see a movie at a theater, but instead unlocked the basement door to return later. They had a plan for Cassie, and their inspiration for this plan came from the famous horror movie Scream. After creating an alibi by buying movie tickets, they returned, cut the power, and tried to lure Cassie and Matt to the basement. When this failed, they waited until Matt left at around 10:30 p.m. Confirming Cassie was alone, they cut the power again and attempted to scare her into the basement. When she didn't come down, they just went upstairs and stabbed her to death instead of recreating the scene from the movie where the killing took place in a basement. They filmed their reaction afterwards, confident their alibi would get them out of this.
I just killed Cassie. We just left her house. I saw her lifeless body just disappear. Dude, I just killed Cassie.
Police quickly focused on Brian and Tori, and after intense questioning, they confessed to the murder and were sentenced to life in prison without parole. Here is the footage found on their video camera.
Sad as it may be, she's our friend. But you know what? We all have to make sacrifices. Our first victim is going to be Cassie Stoddard. She's going to be alone in a big, dark house out in the middle of nowhere.
Number 2. Tornado. On April 9th, 2015, residents of Fairdale, Illinois faced severe thunderstorms and a high chance of a tornado. Despite warnings to evacuate, most stayed, believing they could handle the storm. By 7:15 p.m., a massive tornado touched down outside the town, moving at 50 miles per hour. 84-year-old Clem and his wife decided to stay and wait out the storm. However, as the tornado got closer, he initially thought it would miss them, but that they may lose power for the day, so he went up to the attic to prepare lanterns. As he was up in the attic, he heard the tornado's roar and started recording as he approached their house. The tornado struck Clem's home, collapsing it and causing significant destruction. Clem initially thought he had died due to the silence and darkness, but soon realized he was alive when he felt pain in the back. A neighbor rescued him but revealed that his wife unfortunately had been killed in the tornado. Number 1. Mistaken Identity. On June 20th, 2018, 15-year-old Lissandro Gomez Jr. decided to go over to his friend's house to play some video games. After hanging out, Jr. started heading home but detoured towards a dangerous area known for gang activity. His friend warned him to stay away from that area due to sketchy activity taking place there. Despite the warning, Jr. continued but soon found himself chased by a gang in several cars. He ran into a nearby bodega, pleading for the store manager to let him hide behind the counter. The manager, fearing it was a robbery, was hesitant but eventually allowed Junior to try and hide. The gang members who had seen Junior enter the store quickly rushed inside the bodega armed with machetes and knives. Then the gang members forcibly dragged Junior out of the bodega and brutally attacked him on the streets. After the attack, Junior, severely injured, staggered back into the bodega asking for help. When he didn't get any, he attempted to run to a nearby hospital. Tragically, he collapsed outside the hospital and died from his injuries. The gang responsible later claimed that the attack was a case of mistaken identity. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe for weekly top 10 videos. Also, let me know in the comments which one of these stories you found the most disturbing. And also make sure to check out these videos right here for more top 10 videos.